binoculars, welcome back to Viva Barca and welcome to another interesting episode where we are going to be discussing on the latest stories. We start with President João Laporta. In a recent interview that the president had, he spoke about Xavi, Messi, Roque, Guler, Dembele, Fati, Romeu, Real Madrid Tebas. We are going to be discussing on what Laporta had to say as we progress. Then secondly, talking about Messi, who have recently still opened up on choosing Inter Miami over Barca, as he still admitted that I'm happy with my decision. We are also going to be discussing on that. So guys, as we get right into the stories in much detail, please do ensure to subscribe. If you haven't, turn on the post bell notification to always stay notified whenever I post a new video. Consider liking the video and please watch it right up to the very end. Speaking in an interview with Mundo Deportivo and Sport, Barcelona president Joan Laporta has opened up on several topics relating to the club, um, Barcelona, such as the club's summer transfer plans, new signings, Leo Messi, and the renewals of Dembele and Xavi, among other things. On the summer window so far, Laporta said, "It is hot, with a lot of activity and not being able to have holidays. This period is very active. I'm even considering postponing my presence on the tour because we have to resolve a number of issues. We are still waiting to further reinforce the squad and the viability plan that we have to comply with." On delays in closing transfer operations, Laporta said, "I am convinced that they will all be done. The viability plan has been approved, but it has to be complied with, and I want to make it clear that we were going to comply with it even if La Liga didn't force us to do so. The club needs it, but it was good that La Liga shared it with us. We accepted the regulations." On the failed attempt to resign Messi, Laporta said, "There were possibilities. We had agreed that it would be like that. The player wanted to, the father wanted to, but the pace is different. We didn't want what happened last time, and we told them that when we had fair play, we would let them know. Then some time passed, the contract was all agreed, but Josh Messi told us that Messi had decided to choose Inter Miami because he had spent some very tough seasons in Paris where he was under a lot of pressure, that in Miami he would be calmer, and despite having wanted to come to Barca, he didn't have to spend another year like that. On the relationship with Messi, he said, good, correct. We haven't spoken further. We wish him well in Miami, and Barca is his home." On Messi saying there was no formal offer from Barca, he said, "Well, we had the authorization from La Liga to fit Leo's contract. It was something that was discussed with Judge and everything was defined, sorry." On the tribute to Messi, he said, "Someone told me to do it on the day of the 125th anniversary, and it would be great to have a reunion with all those who have made Barca great over the 125 years of existence." On whether Messi could play for Barca again, he said, "I think it's more complicated and you would have to ask him. This time he had the idea of coming. We wanted him to come, Xavi, the board, and me. It didn't happen at the end." On what the squad is lacking currently, he said, "As a coach has asked, we need a right back and two midfielders." On Oriol Romeu's impending signing, he said, "The technical secretariat is working on these questions. Romeu and other players have come up. We have to work because if I say something, I could hinder negotiations. He is a Barca-trained man, and that is one of his assets. He knows the system perfectly." On how much importance Xavi places on Barca DNA, he said, "It is what he prioritizes, but Xavi is a winner and understands that you can't be a staunch defender of the philosophy to the extent that you don't win. There is a middle ground, and Xavi's ability to adapt, which I value a lot. We were coming from a very complicated moment of not winning, but we needed a title like the league to get more strength." On Ilkay Gundogan's arrival, Laporta said, "Gundogan is another player who will strengthen our midfield. The coach asked for him from the start, and he preferred our proposal for a more succulent offer from City, which also means a lot. It means that our club continues to be a reference. The players continue to see a club where they want to come." On Gundogan and Inigo Martinez's registration, he said, "We will register Inigo and Gundogan without problems." On the importance of free signings, he said, "They are key. That's why I'm happy with that Alemani will continue. I am very happy to have him and he gives me a lot of confidence. Think that Christensen, Casey and now Inigo Gundogan have been a slow burner, but of you have uncovered them before the hour, but somehow it has gone well. Aubameyang, Marcos, it's gone well. On Deco's role, the Laporta said Deco is a person who decides on sporting matters together with Xavi. There was to be a perfect harmony between Deco and Xavi, which is what we want, a person with a lot of personality, with very interesting knowledge of football for us. On when Xavi will renew his contract, he said, when we have put up together the squad the way Xavi wants it, and when the club feels the time is right, it will be done, but in due course, and when the club has the peace of mind it needs, not in the whirlwind of the market. Then on to the next story of discussion. Former Barca captain Lionel Messi has said that he is prepared and eager to face new challenges at his new team Inter Miami, adding that he is truly happy with the decision he made, having chosen not to return to Catalonia this summer. Back when it was established that Messi would not sign an extension with Paris Saint-Germain, Barcelona began exploring the possibilities of getting him back. However, given the Blaugrana's financial fair play problems, they could not guarantee his registration, which forced Messi to join the Major League Soccer side with Inter Miami instead. Speaking on the television program Lava to Eternity, which is a series broadcast by Argentine public television, the World Cup winner spoke at length on various aspects, including his decision to sign for the MLS side and his take on FIFA World Cup. He said, "Well, we are happy with the decision we made," said Messi. "I am prepared and eager to face the new challenge, the new change. My mentality and my head will not change, and I will try where I have to be now to give the maximum for myself and for my new club and try to perform at the highest level," he said. Argentina ended the World Cup drought in Qatar last year, with Messi finishing the tournament with 7 goals and 3 assists, with only Kylian Mbappe finishing ahead of him with 8 goals and 2 assists. Speaking about the secret of his side's success, he said, "It is a very united group, very strong in the face of adversity." He responded with greatness. "We had come from 35 games without losing, and we did not know how we were going to react after starting to lose. There were many boys of whom it was the first World Cup, and of course, as I said, that the first game was the most difficult, but this group showed that they didn't care about anything and they were very strong, but they still had to show it, and they showed it against Arabia." So guys, with that, we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Until next time, bye bye.